What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, we've got a brand new trailer for Jurassic World Chaos Theory, which is basically season 6 of Camp Cretaceous. It's a follow-up show, and I didn't talk about the last trailer because honestly, guys, you know me if you've been watching me for a while now. While I will admit the first season of Camp Cretaceous and season 3, actually even more so, were pretty solid and something that I think a lot of Jurassic Park fans could get enjoyment out of. Season 4 was ridiculous. Season 5 was highly controversial, with even some people behind the scenes saying that they let politics actually go in directions they didn't even agree with. But Chaos Theory's the 6th season, and this new trailer they've got is kind of insane, to say the least. So right off the bat, they are obviously trying to sell a way darker story than what we've seen before. Brooklyn is dead. Apparently she was killed by an Allosaurus, and Darius feels responsible because he actually was supposed to meet her that night or something. It's a little blurry on what exactly went down, but I don't know what's going on. Either they couldn't convince Jenna Ortega to come back in a full capacity, or maybe, you know, she's just more popular right now, so they didn't want to pay her the full salary she normally gets. Either way, I find it very interesting that they're going in this direction. Now, it gets a little silly because you've got Ben saying that he's been following something called Dark Jurassic, and that actually made me laugh because it's kind of like a cliche, over-the-top idea that there's a message board where people are having some sort of weird findings out about raptors being sent to people and kill them and hunt them down. Now, what is this show actually about? It looks like the survivors minus Brooklyn from the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous series are being hunted down by people with Atrociraptors in a similar way to what they were trying to do with the Indoraptor from Fallen Kingdom, and obviously what they saw go down in Dominion. Now, I think this actually does tie into Dominion. My best guess, guys, is that the dinosaurs are actually being rounded up for Malta, for the black market. It's cool to see Allosaurus. It's cool to see the Pachyrhinosaurus, which is a new dinosaur that we did see with a great animatronic years ago, but it was never in an official live-action film. It still isn't, but we've got it right here. Now, again, I think the overall tone, while it is darker, and it really does look like they're trying to, like, listen to some of the criticisms over the years, it's still kind of silly and made me laugh. Season 4 was the point where I knew that, yeah, this is turning into something other than Jurassic Park. But look, are they actually going to go darker? And more importantly, in my opinion, what does this mean for the new movie? So, speaking of which, I've heard a lot of new things about Jurassic Park 7, and a lot of good things. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I want to make sure I get one final thing clarified, because if it's true, that's going to be really interesting. But anyways, the fact that this show is going darker, if it actually is, and like if they actually did kill off Brooklyn, or they want the audience to think they did until she comes back at the end or something, is a good sign. I mean, honestly, Camp Cretaceous' biggest problem for a lot of people wasn't that it was always this family-friendly weird experience. A lot of people like myself actually said, nah, it started off okay. Now, the politics and stuff were annoying, and honestly, there was a lot of stuff in the show that just seemed kind of stupid, especially by season 4. It was way too silly, and you can kind of see the DNA of that in this new trailer. It does look like the Allosaurus is blind in one eye, which means it could be the one from the Jurassic World short film Battle at Big Rock, but during a callback scene where Darius is leading it away with a shock stick or something, it's clearly meant to be reminiscent of when Claire lured the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic World. You can see that the Allo's wrists are broken, and look, it was kind of a big deal back when Battle at Big Rock came out that they fixed the wrists for the Allosaurus, but yeah, just a little thing. I mean, personally, guys, you guys know this isn't really my thing, especially in the modern day, but I gotta be honest with you, it's very interesting to see Chaos Theory go in this darker direction. I don't really think this is going to overlap with JP7 or Jurassic World 4, whatever you want to call it, but it does look like they're pushing things darker because the people that were watching Camp Cretaceous are growing up, and it also, in my opinion, means that if this show's going darker, then maybe the next movie will actually be a little more grounded, a little more like the classic Jurassic mindset. But we'll see. I mean, you can totally tell they've overhauled everything here. I will say some of the scenes that are actually like at night and in the dark with like the Atrociraptors like prowling around everywhere. By the the way, the whole Brooklyn death scene with the Allosaurus totally was inspired by what my friends did on the Dino Tracker viral marketing with the Allosaurus attacking someone with a handheld camera. Pretty cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was glad to see that done. But yeah, I don't really know what direction they're going with all of this. My best guess, my best theory, these dinosaurs are being rounded up and sent to Malta. It's cool to see stuff like the Concavenator. It's cool to see dinosaurs attacking cars, especially while they're moving, is always fun. The T-Rex is there. I just don't fully understand how they're going to tie this in with the new movie. This looks actually like it's more, and I know there's some people that like Dominion, but it's almost like you guys tell me, does this trailer not look darker than Jurassic World Dominion, which I know is weird to even say out loud because it's a full-fledged live-action PG-13 movie, but the tone of the Netflix Season 6 Camp Cretaceous trailer, Chaos Theory, like, it seems like it's going in a darker direction. Yeah, some of it's a little cliche and over the top, and I don't really believe some of what they're trying to sell, but if it's a story of basically this ragtag group of survivors, you know, just trying to find out what's going on with the dinosaurs, and then someone's hunting them down and killing them, interesting. I doubt it's Kenji's dad. It's probably Biosyn, because oh, you know what? This is just now coming to my mind. What if it's Soyona Santos, and she's the one that's actually trying to kill off these people for Biosyn so that they can have a more clear, like, pathway to just selling dinosaurs in the black market in Malta? It's an idea. I mean, that's who was controlling the Atrociraptors in Dominion, and since they're probably not going to follow up on that whole storyline in the next movie, maybe they're going to wrap up loose ends with the TV series, which is funny because it's kind of like a prequel instead of a sequel to Dominion. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Just my thoughts is that this looks insane. I don't really know what to think of it, to be completely honest with you, because Jurassic really seems to be at a point where they're trying to figure out their footing. You know, Colin Trevorrow's gone, and you can't get the old actors back anymore. You can't even get Owen Clare. Like, this is a brand new field, a brand new era for Jurassic. So this could be like one last hurrah for the Jurassic World trilogy era of media. It does seem to be tying deeply into Dominion, but it just looks so much darker and more insane than the actual movie. It's kind of hilarious. But yeah, the Concavenator, probably my favorite thing that I've seen in the whole thing, besides Pachyrhinosaurus. I don't really know if Manticore's involved. Honestly, it's hard to tell. But anyways, guys, those are all just my own personal thoughts and opinions on this new season of Chaos Theory. Now, I'd like to actually kick it to you guys. Do you think that this is going to be, like, received as well as the earlier seasons of Camp Cretaceous were? Or do you think this is just kind of like they're wrapping everything up with a bow and sending it on its way? If this is successful, they will make more seasons. Obviously, that's how this stuff works. It's a very different era for Jurassic Park, and we don't really know what the future holds, and that includes the brand new movies. So I just love to hear what all of you guys think. What's your favorite scene in the trailer? What do you think with my own thoughts? How do you think the show is going to be received? And yeah, whatever your own thoughts and opinions happen to be, I'd love to hear all about them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I want to thank everyone that's helped me build my channel over the years. I'd also like to thank every one of you guys who've watched my stuff. You've all been extremely cool to me. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like and hope that you'll consider subscribing. God bless you all. Christ is King. See you guys in the next video, and as always, take it easy.